Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we've had some unfortunate news, to be honest. Armani Little has joined Gillingham, same league as us, which is a little bit disappointing. Last season he signed a 1-year deal towards the end of this season. Good positives and negatives, to be honest, in the season, but today we're going to dive more into this transfer, how it affects Gillingham as a club, how I think he'll fit into the club, if I think it was the right decision for him to move to Gillingham, and how I think it will affect Wimbledon, because I think it's a massive loss, and it's going to have to change how Craig Cope looks at transfers. We're going to have to sign replacements, but we're going to talk all about Armani Little moving to Gillingham today on a permanent deal. Disappointing for Wimbledon, possibly good news for Gillingham. But yeah, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Loads of content coming out this season. And yeah, let's get into it. So, as I said in the intro, Armani Little has joined Gillingham after his 1-year contract ran out at the end of this season. To be honest, first thoughts as a Wimbledon fan, and I think most Wimbledon fans might have the same opinion as me. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments on Armani Little joining Gillingham. I think there'll be mixed opinions, but my opinion, it's a little bit disappointing because I really like the combination of Jake Reeves and Armani Little in midfield. I thought they worked really well, especially the first half of the season through August to around January, February. I thought they played really well together. It's pretty much ever since Jake Reeves got injured, I think, then we had James Ball come in, and I don't think Armani Little played as well. I mean, Wrexham away from home, I thought he was really good, but it is disappointing. I mean, I think it's one of the players that we really wanted to sign up again. I mean, it seemed like it was likely for him to sign another contract because Omar Bugle did, and it's just a little bit disappointing to see Armani Little have loads of passion for the club, play really well pretty much every single time he plays, and now he's joined a team in the same league, which is a little bit disappointing. I mean, Gillingham have got the owners to do it, they got the money behind them to do it. Even though Armani's signing on a free contract, I mean, his wages are going to be a lot higher than they were ever at Wimbledon. So in that type of way, it's probably a smart decision for him. But I think, to be honest, their manager is really good. Gillingham's manager, I think he'll work really well under the new Gillingham boss. And I think he'll work a lot better than under Johnny Jackson, to be honest. I mean, the start of the season, Armani Little was really good, passionate, 110% try in every single game, but then he did kind of lose his touch a little bit towards the end of the season. He got subbed off pretty much halfway through the second half. I'm not really sure what kind of happened, to be honest. I mean, the Jake Reeves and Armani Little combination has been really good throughout the whole season, but a lot of Wimbledon fans might not mind that he's joined Gillingham, to be honest with you, because the second half of this season he didn't play as well as he did on the first half of the season. Didn't really have the same energy. Yeah, pretty much didn't have the same energy levels about him. So in that way, Wimbledon fans might think that it might be a smart decision for him to move on. But in my opinion, I think it's a little bit disappointing. I think if we wanted to get in that top 7, even get in that top 3 next season, I think signing Armani Little would be crucial, because I think most of the games, let's say 30 out of however many games we played, he's been really good this season. 75% of the games, I think energy levels could just come to it. But I think he's a really creative player. I mean, we know he has a good passing, and we know he has a really good shot on him. We know he has the energy levels behind him. And he's also captained us loads of times this season when Jake Reeves has been injured, so we know what type of player he can be. So it's really disappointing to see that Armani Little has made a move to especially a team in the same league as Wimbledon, 2 teams that are fighting to get back up to League One next season. A little bit disappointing. But now let's move on to talking about what Gillingham fans can expect to see from Armani Little, as Gillingham fans watching this video probably want to hear that. So yeah, let's move on to talking about Armani Little's attributes for Gillingham. Personally, I think Armani Little under Mark Bonner will work really, really well. Mark Bonner likes to set his team up to be creative in midfield, and I think Armani Little will do really well under Mark Bonner. What Gillingham fans can expect from Armani Little, another creative midfielder. I think he's really experienced at this level as well. Played with Forest Green at this level, played with Wimbledon at this level. And he just likes to get the ball down and play in midfield. He can spring a ball left and right. I do really love watching Armani Little play. Gillingham fans will really enjoy him. He also has a really good shot on him. I mean, my personal goal of the season was Armani Little versus Swindon Town. Jake Reeves played it to him from good 25, 30 yards out and absolutely smacked it into the top left corner. A really good, well-worked goal. I mean, Armani Little, he's just a perfect League Two midfielder. I mean, he can defend really well. He can spring a pass left and right pretty easily, but he can also have a shot from outside the box and easily put it into the top hand corner. Free kicks from outside the box are pretty good as well. He can swing them into the back post. And it's just the energy levels as well. I think that will really help Gillingham. Especially because it kind of seemed like towards the end of the season that they kind of lacked a little bit, like they were in that playoff place, or in and around the playoff places, and they kind of dropped points, maybe energy levels went, but I think Armani Little will give that more creativity in midfield to Gillingham, and that's why I miss Armani Little at Wimbledon. I thought he was going to 100% sign a contract, but oh well, players move on, players want more money, unfortunately. But I think if Wimbledon really wanted to go and get promoted this season, I think we needed to get Armani Little, and pretty much everyone that finished their contracts at the end of the season. I think we needed everyone to go and sign contracts. Hopefully, Husbilla, Jack Curry can go and sign new contracts. I mean, but yeah, we will see. But Gillingham, it's a really, really good player for you. Armani Little will definitely do well under Mark Bonner. Mark Bonner's experienced, and I think he'll get the most out of Armani Little. Maybe he didn't get the most out of Johnny Jackson when Armani Little was at Wimbledon, but he played really well. And I think also Armani Little's a leader. He's a captain, as he's shown this season with Wimbledon many times. As when Jake Reeves was injured, Armani Little came in, captained the side, and I think he did really well, even without Jake Reeves in that midfield. I think Jake Reeves helped out Armani Little a lot. So I think if Gillingham can have two creative midfielders, have another one next to Armani Little, then I think they're definitely going to be up there next season, hopefully next to us in the top 7 of the table, but we'll see. Armani Little has now joined Gillingham on a permanent deal. It's an interesting one. I mean, Craig Cope is now going to have to go back to the drawing boards, get another creative midfielder in to the squad. I think that's much needed. Just obviously we have Jake Reeves, we have Morgan Williams, who could maybe step in as a more attacking midfielder role, but yeah, now we definitely need to get back to the drawing boards. Craig Cope, Johnny Jackson need to get a couple more creative midfielders in, because I think Armani Little was a really big loss, even though he had a difficult end to the season, didn't really play as well as he did in the first half of the season. I think we definitely need to get back to the drawing boards and get a couple more signings in. But I have faith in Craig Cope, Johnny Jackson. Craig Cope's done really well ever since he joined us from Solihull Moors, and I think he's shown us what he can do with transfers, with Ronan Curtis coming in last season. We've already signed Matty Stevens, which has been a really good signing. And I think we can definitely get a couple more deals over the line. I've heard a couple transfer rumours come in. There was a midfielder from QPR who's just gone out of contract. So we will see what can happen. But please let me know down in the comments your thoughts on Armani Little joining Gillingham on a permanent deal. Wimbledon fans, Gillingham fans, let me know your thoughts on Armani Little, on how we think he'll fit into the squad, if you think he'll start. And Wimbledon fans, let me know if you're disappointed or not. But yeah, Armani Little joined Gillingham, disappointing, but it is what it is. Everyone, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, come on, you Dons.